Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Kombumerri people.
Squiz Kids! It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids Today, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Bryce Corbett. It's Monday, September 8. In Squiz Kids Today, record Aussie team heads to Tokyo, Croatia's really long strudel, blood moon in the skies, and who wants a Halloumi McMuffin? That's what's making news, kids style.
The Lowdown.
Do you like running races? Sprinting down the school oval at recess to see who's the fastest? What about hurling a discus? Or attempting the high jump? Maybe you're a secretly talented pole vaulter. Or maybe, like me, you just like to watch. Well, this is the week for you, as preparations are finalised for the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, which kick off on Saturday. And in a sign of how popular athletics have become and how good we are at the many different events, Australia will be sending its biggest team ever to this year's championships. Now, in what will become as a surprise to absolutely no one, all eyes are going to be on our teenage running sensation Gout, the 17-year-old from Ipswich near Brisbane who's being compared to the world's fastest man, Usain Bolt, and who'll be taking part in his first ever senior Australian team. Another first, all 5 of our national relay teams have qualified for the championships, which is just incredible. And Nicole Ollie-Slegers will also be jumping for gold. Fresh from winning a high jump competition last week, the double Olympic silver medalist is looking to outleap her 2 metre 4 centimetre jump record and bring home a gold medal. Matt Denny will be chucking the discus, Jess Hull has qualified for not 1 but 2 middle distance running events, and Rowan Browning and Tori Lewis will be looking to recreate some of their Paris Olympics form. With 88 Aussies slipping into the green and gold, it's the biggest team we've ever sent to an international athletics meet. So, look, with the home Olympics in Brizzy only 7 years away, now might be the time to set your sights on perfecting that long jump, or start practicing your hurdles. Maybe just check with mum and dad though before grabbing the broom handle and practicing the javelin in the backyard.
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in Croatia, where the world's longest strudel has just been assembled. What's a strudel? It's a yummy apple and sugar and pastry dessert, popular in Germanic and Eastern European countries, shaped a little bit like a flat log. Stretching over 3 kilometres, the strudel set a new Guinness World Record, a record that you'd probably have to think isn't attempted all that often. So, what exactly goes into a 3 kilometre long strudel? According to organisers, that would be 2 tonnes of flour and 3 tonnes of apples, all of which went into making more than 8,900 individual strudels, which were then lined up end to end to break the Guinness World Record. And what happened to the strudel once it was measured? Well, it was cut up and given away to local charities to feed locals in need. Now that's what I call a win-win. And don't forget, if you love a good Guinness World Record, we did an excellent shortcut on them last week. You can find it in your podcasting app or on our website.
Food, glorious food.
Anyone out there like Macca's? Yes, I thought so. And as a special, sometimes food, there's nothing like a burger and fries. And it seems we're not alone. According to a new book about how Macca's has spread around the world, the Golden Arches now has some 42,000 stores in more than 100 countries, serving about 65 million people every day. Wow. The book, called McAtlas, details how incorporating local cuisine into the menu has contributed to Ronald McDonald's world domination. From the ski-through burger windows in Sweden to spicy paneer wraps in India and the McBaguette in McDonald's stores in France. The burger chain, according to the author, makes sure to give locals a little bit of what they already know and love. It's why you can get a McRaclette in Switzerland or an egg bulgogi burger in South Korea and a Halloumi McMuffin in the country of Jordan. Because, as I'm always telling my kids, variety, even if it isn't a McHappy meal, is the spice of life.
Spaced out.
If you were awake at about 3 a.m. this morning and happened to roll over in bed and look out your window, you would have been treated to a very special sight in our night's sky. And that's because overnight there was what's called a blood moon, or total lunar eclipse, which is what happens when the Earth's shadow completely covers the moon and the moon's surface turns red. It's a pretty amazing sight, and relatively rare. The last one happened 3 years ago. But don't worry if you missed it, because you'll get another chance in March next year, when there will be another total lunar eclipse. And then an even more spooky solar eclipse, which is when the sun is blacked out for a minute or so, but not until 2028. Isn't the universe just incredible? Did you know that today, September 8, is something called International Literacy Day, right around the world? And while it's intended to shine a light on the importance of basic literacy, I'm talking about reading and writing, because millions of kids worldwide still don't have access to books or even classrooms, here in Australia it's increasingly media literacy that's important. That means thinking critically about the flood of online content that you kids are exposed to each and every day. So, a shout out to your teachers on International Literacy Day. If you haven't already done so, Term 4 is the perfect time to get your students involved in Newshounds, our free 9-part plug-and-play media literacy program. 1 lesson a week, or binge it in a block in those last days and weeks of term. Either way, your students will love helping Squizzy the Newshound become the world's first internet detective. Check it all out at squizkids.com.au. And yes, you're very welcome.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. In which country have they just baked the world's longest strudel? That's right, they've baked it in Croatia. Question number 2. In which city, which is also the capital of Japan, will the World Athletics Championships take place on the weekend? Did you say Tokyo? You would be correct. Question number 3. In which country can you pick up a McBaguette with your Macca's order? Hopefully the baguette gave it away. The country is, of course, France.
Shout-outs.
It's Thursday, September 4. Today is MTV Music Awards Day in the United States. So get ready for all your favourite pop stars to hit the red carpet in Long Island, USA, and also get ready for some epic music performances. It's also a special day for these Squiz kids celebrating a birthday today and tomorrow. Ned from Coolamon, Matilda from Ivanhoe, Rocco from St Clair, Henry from Sydney, Joy from Mernda, Rockwell from Sydney, Xavier from Forest Lake, Akitha and Wesley from Lynham, Elliot from Brisbane, Jarvis from Kallingur, Poppy from Wagga Wagga, and Teddy from Ferny Grove. And classroom shout-outs today go to Class 5-6J with Mr. Jago at Devonport Primary School. Grades 4, 5 and 6 with Miss M at Gornong Primary School. Years 5 and 6 with Miss H, Mrs. Holmes and Miss Briggs at Emerald State School. And all the students at Livingston Primary School. And a very happy birthday to Squiz Kids' friend, Miss Van Tarakis. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout out, or if you're after a classroom shout out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au or fill out the form on our website. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids today. We'll be back again tomorrow with a special Squiz the World episode on the country of Italy. Strap yourself into the Squiz Kids Superfast Supersonic Jetliner as we visit the country of pasta, Leaning Tower of Pisa, Michelangelo and Monza. Yes, Italy's got it all. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.